Well, hello there, boys and girls. Pickled Dragon here. I got a little miniature unboxing to do for you guys today. I'm always preaching about trying to make your gaming dollar go as far as you can. And so, with that in mind, I've always kept a very close eye on places like Miniature Market, and my life is just going crazy today. Um, Miniature Market and um, Troll and Toad and other websites like that. Well, Miniature Market had a 3-day sale of Arkham horror miniatures, and I was really surprised. I picked up some because they were 40% off, and the pictures online actually didn't really do them much justice. I actually thought the pictures online looked pretty hokey, but at 40% off, I thought, why not? Let's give it a shot. So that's exactly what I did. Gave it a shot, and they came in. And how fitting that we here on October 31st, Halloween, Samhain, all that good stuff. We're getting a big shipment of, well, not big, but a good shipment of Cthulhu miniatures. Kind of sad now. They had a huge assortment of them, and I only picked up a few, thinking that the sculpts weren't all that great. But now that I actually see them, wow, I'm disappointed that I didn't get more. But in any case, one of the other things I like to do is get miniatures that I can use in a number of different ways that can represent lots of different monsters, or um, that I can create my own monsters with. So the first thing to note here is that I got basically multiples of 4 different miniatures, and I'm gonna go ahead and crack some of these open for you so you can kind of take a look. But throw this aside. We've got this nasty guy here. Almost looks like a gibbering mouther. You'll notice that the base is not meant for D&D, but you know that can be easily fixed with rebasing. You literally can just kind of wobble them off until they pop off of this base, which is what I'll do later, being a little stubborn. But what I did was, for this creature, I thought, how cool would it be to create a monster with this at its center, all these tentacles and mouths and eyes writhing, and then get a huge number of these tentacles that were super cheap at 40% off. I got 6 of them. Let me see if I can pop this guy off his base. You can kind of hear the pop. Let's see here. Oh, he's coming off. There we go. So we can stick him on a new base. See? Now, obviously that's not D&D standard. It's probably like 2.5 inches. But we don't need that. So we'll just throw that away and rebase these guys. But I got 6 of these tentacles that I can then surround this creature with. So maybe the party sees just this creature, starts closing in. I start spawning tentacles, and it becomes a much more interesting fight. Very cool. Let's see if I can get this guy off now. Now I'm all in a rebasing mood. I think I might need a flat blade screwdriver to pop him right off. A lot of times there's just a dab of super glue on the bottom. Sometimes you'll have to use a hobby knife, but usually you could just pop them off with a flat blade screwdriver. And I've almost got this guy free, but I got other miniatures to show you first. So I got 6 of these tentacles, a whole bunch of them here. Arkham horror tentacles. All right, so those are gonna be cool. But this actually reminded me of an orb wraith. And if you don't know what an orb wraith is, it's a collection of wraiths that come together, and it's much more powerful than a normal wraith. I actually bought 2 of these. Again, 40% off. How can you go wrong? And the paint job is just so good. Again, he'll need to be rebased, but that's not a big problem at all. But this could be, you know, any assortment of incorporeal undead. Very cool. I love it. And I got a couple of these guys. Um, the last one I want to show you is this thing. I love the alien style monsters, aberrants. They they can be used in so many different ways. And the cool thing about monsters like this is that your players have no frame of reference. When you pull out a miniature of a troll or a giant or whatever, they know right away what's going on. You pull out something like this, free-based, obviously, but they don't know what to expect, and you can keep them off guard. You could even just use it as, you know, maybe a Remoraz or something, but it just looks different, so you can kind of surprise your players with the canned abilities from the monster mail, but it's a different miniature altogether. So however you want to use it, create a monster or not. But I really like it. And I got a couple of these guys. Its head almost looks like a large grub, and its mouth, it protrudes from the center of the worm. But it's a very, very cool looking miniature. Well, that's all I've got. Happy Halloween to you all. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to check out the Pickled Dragon's Patreon page. This month, November, is going to be the month of the Minotaur, where we feature magic items and original magic items, original monsters, a new Minotaur playable race, all centered around Minotaurs and Minotaur cultures. So there's going to be quite a lot of information if you're in for that. Go ahead and check out the Pickle Dragon's Patreon page. You can also find me at www.thepickledragon.com. That's about it. Thank you guys. Happy gaming.